Good evening, groovy citizens, and happy Winning Wednesday. Not only is it a Winning Wednesday, but it is Juneteenth, so happy Juneteenth to each and every one of you. I hope and pray that you were able to celebrate it however best it was for you, okay? Now, let's jump into today's topic. I'm going to be sharing some rules that you need to accept. And if you know me, then you already know these are based off of Stoic principles and or philosophies, but I just like to put out that it is Stoicism. So, and I have 6 rules to share with you, and then I will bid you good day. Number 1, let it go. I need you to hear me. Let it go.
Phone book update failed.
Thank you. Never ruin a good day by thinking about a bad yesterday. Honey, let me tell you something. I learned that long time ago. We have got to learn to let things go. Now, here's what I'm not saying. I always have to be clear about things. I'm not saying don't forget. I did not say don't forget. You should always remember, but you've got to let it go. Do not allow whatever that thing is or those things are take up important real estate in your mind. Let it go. My yesterday was great. My today was great. But even if it wasn't so great, I'm not going to allow whatever happened on yesterday to interfere with today. You know why? Because this is a whole new day. When I woke up this morning, when you woke up this morning, when we woke up this morning, God gave us new mercies. He gave us new blessings. Come on, somebody. He didn't say, okay, well, you have X number left over from yesterday. No, he said, I'm giving you a whole new set of blessings and mercies. So whatever happened yesterday, honey, it's in the past. It's a new day. Stop holding on to grudges and all that other stuff, because all it does is eat away at you. It doesn't mess with the other person, doesn't bother them at all, but it is bothering you. Number 2, ignore them. Don't listen to negative people. Live a life that's empowering to you. Everybody, we all know a negative Nancy or a negative Nathan, okay? Let's just keep it real. We do. And so what I'm telling you is, first of all, try to limit the time that you spend around negative people. One thing's for certain, 2 things for sure. I cannot, and this is my hand to God, I cannot stand negative people. I don't like it in my sphere of influence. I don't like it around me. And I get it. There are going to be times in life that you will come across some negativity. But you know what happens when I encounter negative people? I'll just say, oh, look at the time. You know what? I got something I need to do. So, you have a good one. It was great chatting with you. And I'm going about my business, because what I'm not going to do is sit around and be involved and or included in your negativity. I used to think negativity just made you old and wrinkled. It brings down the energy. Let me say this. Have you ever met somebody that when they walk into a room, you just feel this dark cloud, this negative energy comes in with them? Prior to that, the atmosphere, the energy in the room was upbeat. Everybody's having fun. But as soon as that person came in there, it completely changed. Honey, let me tell you something. Ignore them. Simply ignore those people. They have no place in your inner circle. You don't need them around. Now, I know what you're saying, because I hear it. Somebody saying, Shell, but what if they're family members? Sometimes they will be family members. But it's okay. You can still ignore. Say, I can love you, come on now, and I can ignore you all at the same time. Number 3, give it time. With time, wounds can turn into wisdom. Growth takes time, and setbacks are a natural part of the process. Give it time. That's just like if you've ever experienced a breakup. It hurts. It hurts like all HELL. But if you give it time, that hurt that you feel, you will feel it no more. And one day you're going to wake up and as somebody once said, you're going to look at that person and say, what in the world did I ever see in them? But you got to give it time. Some of you right now are dealing with some things. I don't know what those things are. All I can do is say I am praying and asking that God will remove those things, that he will fix them, but you've got to give it time. Some of you have experienced a letdown. Maybe you didn't get a job that you wanted. Maybe you were let go from a job that you had. Whatever the case may be, give it some time. Because as I said, with time, wounds turn into wisdom. So whatever it is that didn't work out for you, whatever it is, the job, the relationship, the business deal, whatever it is, use that hurt that you're feeling and learn from it and turn it into wisdom. Number 4, don't compare. The only person you should try to beat is the person that you were yesterday. I cannot tell you how many times I've had to say this to people. I don't compare myself to anybody. There is nobody in this world that I want to be. Now, I may have said, dang, I wish my situation was like that. But I cannot honestly say that I want to be anybody. I've heard people say, Lord, I wish I was Beyonce. I wish I was this person, that person. I want to be Michelle. You know why? Because when God made me, he made me special. He made only one of me. They say we all have a twin in this world, unless you actually have a twin, which I told you all I have twin nephews, and they look exactly alike because they're twins. But we all have a twin in this world, but that person can't be me, and I can't be them. I just can't. I am who God made me. You are who God made you. So stop comparing yourself to other people. And here's the other thing, and I'm going to leave you on that note. If you're looking at your life and you're looking at somebody else's life, stop comparing yourself to what they have. Stop sitting around going, wow, I wish I had this, I wish I had that. You know, they have a spouse, they have a house, they have a nice car, they go on vacations, they do this, that, and the third. And you're thinking, all I have is me. Yeah, I have a good job, but I don't have a husband, I don't have a wife, I don't have any kids. It's just me. Okay, and use that time wisely. That's when you need to sit down and talk to God and say, Lord, what is it that you would have me to do in this time of my life? What is it that you want me to get out of whatever it is that you're dealing with? It is so important that you use the time that you have wisely and stop trying to be like other people. It's all right to say you wish your situation was like somebody else's, but you don't want to be other people. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. You have no idea what that person goes through behind the scenes. See, people show you what they want you to see and or know. But you have no idea what they go through behind the scenes. So you see Julie, and she's always smiling. She always has the latest everything, the latest bag, the latest phone, expensive jewelry, taking all these great trips. And my man loves me. He's doing this, that, and the third. But what you don't know is that behind the scenes, Julie is dealing with a husband that cheats habitually. Behind the scenes, Julie's husband may be belittling her. He may be putting his hands on her. He may be verbally and or physically abusive towards her, but she's not going to let you see that. She's not going to let you know that at all. She only wants you to see what she wants you to see. And I have shared with you all before that I have times, not today, but I have had times where I do my videos. It's not about me. It's about the people that look forward to the motivational content that I put out. So there have been plenty of times where I just didn't feel like doing a motivational video. I did not feel motivated. And to be honest with you, in that moment, I could care less about other people being motivated. See, I can be honest about that. But I tell myself, Michelle, what you do is not about you. It's about the people that look forward to the content that you put out. It makes me feel so good when somebody says to me, Michelle, you have no idea how much you bless me on a regular basis. If it's not your podcast, it's the videos that you put out. If it's not that, it's the motivational posts that you put out on your social media platforms. Again, it's not about me, but I do what I do to be a blessing to others. And I've said that before when I came out here with my face all made up, lip gloss on and all that good stuff, and I'm giving you great content. But as soon as I hit that end button, I can't wait to go in the house, wash all of this stuff off, and go sit down somewhere, because I'm just not in the mood. But that's why I say don't compare yourself to other people. I've had people say, Shell, I wish I could be more like you. And I go, really, why is that? Well, because you put out these great videos, you're not afraid to get in front of the camera, whoop-de-woo. And no, I'm not. But like I tell them, just because I always have a smile on my face like I do right now when I do my videos, life isn't necessarily always 100% great. Everybody has something going on in their lives that they're dealing with. It doesn't have to be anything great. It can be something small. But I refuse to allow that thing or those things to get in the way of me doing what God has called me to do. So be careful about comparing yourself to other people. Number 5, stay calm. It's okay not to have everything figured out. It is. I used to be that person where I had to have everything figured out from start to finish and everything in between. Honestly, I did. I can be honest about that. But then as I started to get older, I realized, you know what, Michelle? If you don't have everything figured out, it's all right. It's all right to figure it out as you go along. You don't have to have the answer to everything. You don't have to have it all figured out. Because if you did, why would you need God? Come on now. I go to God and say, all right, Lord, this is what I'm trying to do. Help me figure out what it is I need to do next. What do I need to do to be successful in whatever area of my life I'm trying to be successful in, or whatever it is that I'm trying to do. So just know that stay calm. You don't have to always have it all figured out. Last but not least, number 6, it's on you. You're the only one in charge of your happiness. Don't let others dictate life for you. Do what you're passionate about and give it your all. I said that to say too often we sit around and we let other people dictate what makes us happy. We let other people dictate what we want and or don't want. And the reality is that it's on you. You decide on whether or not you're going to be happy. That's up to you. I can't make you be happy. You can be in the best relationship in this world, but if you don't decide that you're going to be happy, you won't be. So stop allowing other people to dictate your happiness. Stop allowing other people to dictate how far you're going to go in life, what you're going to accomplish, what you're not going to accomplish. That is on you. God has given you the power to do those things. And with his help, of course, you're going to work them out, but you've got to decide what you're going to do. That's just like you have people that they want things out of life, but they're not doing their part. They're sitting around waiting for somebody else to figure it out for them. No, some things you've got to figure out on your own. When I decided that I wanted to start in my business, Speak Life Coaching Group, I had to decide, with God's help, but I had to decide how I wanted that to look, what I wanted my platform to look like, how I wanted to be a blessing to other people. Of course, all with prayer, but I decided that. I decide if I'm going to be happy or if I'm just going to sit in my room and watch Christmas movies all day. Well, I do that most of the time anyway. But that's not because I'm unhappy or I'm happy. I enjoy Christmas movies, but I digress. You decide on whether or not you're going to get out here and enjoy life, or are you going to stay in your home, in your room, sitting on your bed, rocking back and forth, wishing that you had something to do. Get out there. Okay, so you don't have friends. Maybe you don't. Well, you get out there and you find things that singles groups, they have singles groups. Get out there and find them and become a part of those things. Or just get out and just be amongst the people. amongst the people. But it is on you. It really is. Stop putting that in somebody else's hands. Y'all listen, that's it. That's all. I will have everything I shared with you in the description box. I gave you 6 rules that you need to accept. And the sooner you accept them, the better off you will be. Having said that, if you're new to watching my videos, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I do car conversations every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So make sure you come back on Friday. And if this is not your first rodeo, I want to say welcome back. Y'all know I miss you when I don't get a chance to see you. Y'all, let me say this. I have been so busy that I still have not got my podcast done, but I promise you I'm going in the house and that thing will be done before I go to bed tonight, because I don't like putting things off. But I just have so much going on right now. You all know that I sit on the board of the Go Broke Into Beautiful Foundation, and we have our monthly meeting on tomorrow. So I am the treasurer, so I have to go and pull all the bank receipts just to make sure there's a memo for each line item to describe what the money was used for. And so I need to get that done. Well, I need to start it tonight and finish it up tomorrow, because our meeting is not till, I think it's, I want to say it's 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock our time, but Renee's time, I know she's 3 hours behind me, so I think it's 6 o'clock her time. So it's 9 o'clock my time. So I do have some time, but I don't want to get to the 11th hour to getting it done. So I've got to get that started tonight. And what else? Oh, I'm just waiting on the okay from my staff minister to move forward. As you know, I give leadership to our Another Chance ministry at my church. And so what I want to do is start out, having, oh, Lord, forgive me, y'all, having our members, if they have loved ones who are incarcerated and they're okay with it, to submit their information to me. And I've drafted up a letter that they will receive. And I have to look at, because I do want to make sure we send them a Bible, a quarterly copy of the Daily Bread, the little booklet, you know, that has the daily devotionals in it, a journal. Yeah, they definitely need a journal. So they need a journal, the Daily Bread, a Bible, and like I said, a note or letter on church letterhead from me, of course, on church letterhead. And then each quarter they will get the Daily Bread, but also a note card just saying, hey, thinking of you, keeping you in prayer, and all that kind of good stuff. And so I'm thinking about how often I want to send journals to them. Like I said, I know for me, I love writing in my journals, but I think they probably only need one twice a year. So I'm going to say, because I hope we have this project off the ground by next month. So if that's the case, then they'll get a journal every January and every July. So one journal will take them 6 months, and that should be good enough. And it's just to journal their progress, you know, how they're feeling. And sometimes you may not always be able to talk to people about how you're feeling, but you can put it down on paper in your journal. So I definitely want to do that. And like I said, I have just got a lot to do, because I have 2 books that I wrote, I'm going to say almost 8 years ago, I think, that I never did anything with. So I'm in the process of editing the first one so that I can get that uploaded to Amazon and get that out. And this girl is just busy, y'all. When I tell you I'm busy, please believe me, because I still have to get out content for my YouTube channel and my other social media platforms. Now, having said that, you guys, I'm going to bid you good day. Right now, it is 88 degrees. The humidity, it is kind of up there, but it feels good when I came out the house. Like I said, humidity-wise, it was hot. That's why I have my AC on. But there was a slight breeze when I walked out the door, so I'm thankful for that. And I think it's going to be even hotter tomorrow. So if you're in the DMV area and you have stuff to do, I would suggest you get out early to get it done and get your behind on back up in that house. Having said that, that is it, y'all. I'm trying to think about what I want to eat. And my mom's like, let's get a pizza. So I said, well, you know what? We should. Why not? Oh, let me tell you this real quick and I'm gonna let you be. So I decided, you all know that I was trying to do the whole no meat thing. But what I found is that since last month I stopped eating meat, sometimes I feel a little more tired than I normally would. Now I am anemic, so I know that about myself, and I do take iron. Every morning I take my Vitron C, which is vitamin C with the iron. And what that does is, for those of you that don't know, if you take iron by itself, let me just say, it'll stop you up, and I'm gonna leave it at that. And so I found out from a nutritionalist, taking Vitron C is perfect, because the vitamin C mixed with the iron keeps you from being constipated. So if you have that problem and you're not taking iron because of that, Vitron C, you can get it on Amazon, you can get it from Walgreens, CVS, any drugstore carries it. You can buy it right off the shelf. But I digress. So I am going to go back to eating meat, and I've decided that I'll do it once a week. And yeah, hopefully that will make things better. If push comes to shove and I have to do it twice a week, then I'll do that as well, because I do not like this feeling of just feeling tired, and I have to take a nap to get re-energized, to be able to have the energy to do the things that I want to do. Because like I said, if you know me, then you know my days are always busy. That's why I say my day has been busy, but it's been great nonetheless, okay? Now, having said all of that, you guys, go out there, enjoy the rest of this evening. Wherever you go, whatever you do, have fun. Just be careful. Be safe and be careful. But by all means, have fun. Now, you know the drill, and you definitely know the spiel. I love each and every one of you to the moon and back, and there is nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, that you can ever do to change that, because I love you all. I love you, and guess what? The best is yet to come. Don't give up. Don't give in. Keep pushing forward, because your payday is coming. Love you all. We'll talk again on Friday.